Hi, I'm Nina. Thank you for joining me for another chair yoga video today. Today's practice focuses on that heart center, that center of kindness and compassion, of strength and courage. And we're going to work to build that up within so that we can in turn share it with those around us. We will need a strap or a towel today. This is just a small hand towel that I'll be using. But if you have a yoga strap, a belt from a bathrobe, a scarf, any of those things will work. So why don't you grab that, get your chair, and we'll get started. We'll get started in our chair. I'm going to just put this to the back of my chair so it's close at hand. And then I'll sit in my chair. I have a block to connect my feet to the floor. Actually, I have two blocks here. And we're going to sit back in the chair. Let our feet be supported by the block or blocks, a book, a box. Any of those things will work. Let's turn the palms down into the lap. Let's sit up a little taller and let's arrive. So we got our physical body to the chair. That's a good thing. And now let's bring the mind here too. And the easiest way to do that is to turn our focus to the breath. So just notice it entering and leaving the body to begin with. And you might decide to soften or close your eyes. And then begin to lengthen those inhales and exhales, slowing things down. And as you continue with those long, slow breaths, just take a moment to notice how your body feels today. Check in. And then return your attention to the breath. And let's bring a little bit of motion into the head and neck, just gentle motion side to side. Open the eyes if you've closed them, and we're going to move forward to the edge of our chair now. So moving to the edge of the chair, I'm going to put my blocks underneath my chair so that they're out of the way, and bring my feet to the floor. So I'm connected to the earth, I'm connected to the chair. And let's stack the palms, one on top of each other at heart center. So as we inhale, we're going to open those arms wide. It's a soft W. My wrists, my fingers are soft, my elbows are soft. But I'm going to lift that heart center. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring those palms back to center, perhaps changing which palm is on top. So let's try that. Let's inhale. And think about gathering kindness and compassion and bringing them into the heart center. Inhale. Lift that heart. Exhale, bring in strength and courage. You can realign the spine, drop the chin. Inhale, open. Exhale, gather in kindness and compassion. Bring it in to yourself. On this next exhale, bring in that strength and that courage. Two more. And then just pause here and release those hands back down to your lap and take a moment. How do things feel now? We'll bring our palms down to the lap and we're going to do a few rounds of cat and cow. So let's inhale, again, reaching that heart center forward and up. Perhaps lift the gaze. Notice what's happening to the shoulder blades. They come together and down the back. And then on our next exhale, we'll bring that belly button back round the spine. Let the shoulder blades separate and drop the chin. Do that again. Inhale, fill up. Lift up, look up, and exhale, round. And then make your way back up to that nice tall spine. Sitting up tall, palms down in the lap. Notice how things feel. A little bit of movement, a little bit of breath-led movement. Okay, and now we're gonna bring those palms back to heart center, and this time the sequence is a little bit different. So we're gonna inhale, reach the arms up this time rather than out. My elbows are still soft, my hands and wrists still soft. So that'll be our inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna pull those elbows down a little bit, bring the chin down, but think about heart coming forward. And you'll notice that those shoulder blades come together on the back. Next inhale, you're gonna reach up, look up, shoulder blades separate, and exhale, bring those hands back to heart. Now, again, you might make that choice to alternate. It's gonna require a lot of being very aware of the present moment if you remember to do that. And that's why we add this to the practice, because it's really great about keeping us present. So let's try that again. We're gonna inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, soften the elbows, drop the chin, shoulder blades come together on the back. The inhale reaches us up again. Exhale, we straighten out the spine, bring hands back to heart. Do it again. We'll do one last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop the chin, bring those shoulder blades together. The elbows drop a little too. We inhale, reach up, and then as we exhale, we bring hands back to heart. And let's bring those hands back down to the lap. Now, take a moment to notice how the upper back feels now. We really focused on that. And we're gonna come back to some cat and cow. So, same thing, we inhale, we reach that heart forward and up. Shoulder blades come together and down, and then we exhale, belly button back, round the spine, separate those shoulder blades. And then after that next exhale, just come back to that nice, tall, neutral spine. Shoulders down from the ears. Reconnect with the floor if your feet have moved. Reconnect with the seat of the chair. Sit up tall. And we're gonna grab our towel, our strap, our scarf, whatever we have. So again, this is just a little old hand towel. You could use a dish towel from your kitchen. But if you take the opposite edges, this corner and this corner, it gets a little bit longer pulling it on the bias. So if you need a little more space, do that. Or, like I said, grab a scarf. We're gonna take our palms down, palms are down, we're gonna grab this between the hands and we're gonna maintain that tension throughout the movement here. So I don't want the towel to get slack at any point. I want us to keep it taut. My hands are just a little bit wider than my shoulders, not much. I've got the tension side to side, my feet are on the floor, and as I inhale, I'm gonna reach the arms up, lifting ribs out of the hips, but keeping my shoulders down. And the exhale is going to take it right back down. Maintaining that tension the whole way down and then the whole way back up. So there's no break here. The arms are working the entire way up and the entire way down. Moving with your breath, and yours might be faster or slower than mine, that's fine. But think about lifting those ribs out of the hips. We'll do one more, up and down. Maintain that tension all the way down, and then we're going to take it up one more time. So lifting it up. When you get here, check in with the shoulders. Are they up here? If they are, can we bring them down away from the ears? Now, feel the feet connected to the floor, the sitting bones connected to the earth. Let's take an inhale, and as we exhale, we'll lean over to the right. So it's a big side body stretch. You might feel a stretch in the rib cage, in the armpit. And when you're here, you can keep that head neutral, or if your neck allows, you can look down at the ground if that feels okay. You can look up at the top hand, just noticing what feels interesting here. And then on your next inhale, let's come back to center, and exhale, take it in the other direction. So just a side body stretch, simple. Breathing into the right side of the rib cage. And then come all the way back to center. Now we're going to soften the elbows, soften the hands, soften that towel. Let the hands rest in your lap. And take a moment to notice where you feel sensation. And we're going to use that towel, that strap a little bit more. So same thing, palms face down. My palms are down, thumbs are pointing towards one another. And then I grab the strap approximately shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. And let's take it to shoulder height at this point. And then we're going to pull the right hand, so this becomes a little bit of a twist, pulling over to the right. And then I'm going to take that left arm up and over, making a rainbow. And come over to the other side. And then back to center. So it's a big circle. Take it over to the right, lift left arm up and over, and you're going to feel movement, motion in the rib cage. Come back to center. Let's try and add the breath. So the inhale is going to take us up. And as we exhale, we come back down. 2 more. And then pause at the center. We're going to go right to the other side. So let's take it to the left, lifting right arm up and over. And then bring it down. Now, you follow your shoulders. Let them do what they can do today. And if it's not this full range of motion, you can soften the elbows and make it a little smaller. We'll do 1 more. And then pause at center, and now soften the elbows. You can let go of that towel, that strap. Take a breath. With our feet firmly planted on the floor, let's bring our hands to the back of the chair. So I'm sitting towards the edge of my chair. I'm going to turn it to the side just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to bring my hands either to these vertical struts or to the seat of my chair. And just bring those shoulder blades together and open the heart. Think sunbathing on the beach. So imagine you're sitting there on the beach and that sun is just warming you up. And doesn't that feel wonderful? So this nice openness across the front of the chest. Now everybody's going to be at a different place. You might be here and shoulders are together and down. You might even be sitting here with hands in the lap. But just thinking about those shoulder blades together and down. Feeling that warmth from the sun. And then make your way back up to seated. Release the hands to your lap. And we're going to make our way to standing now. Once we come to standing, we clear our space. So nothing on the floor that could cause us to trip. I still need to keep that towel or strap close by, so I'm just going to hang it on my chair. But let's come to mountain pose. Just a real strong mountain pose here. Feel the weight evenly balanced between both feet. And let's bring those palms back to heart center. So we're going to do that same breath that we started with in the chair. We're going to inhale these soft arms, soft fists, soft fingers. Lift the heart, perhaps lift the gaze. And as we exhale, we bring in kindness and compassion. Lift that heart, lift that gaze. And as we exhale, bring in strength and courage. Follow your breath. Kindness and compassion. And if you are able, alternate those which palm is touching. And if you don't want to touch, that's fine. You can hover right over heart center. We've got 2 more. Kindness and compassion. Strength and courage. Bring it in. And then pause here and release those arms. Do a little wiggle, a little jiggle. Notice how the arms and shoulders, the upper back feels, the chest. And we're going to look at the seat of our chair right now. So I'm just going to turn it to the side so you can see me a little bit better. We're going to soften into the knees, bring our hands to the seat of the chair. So I've got this nice long spine, think cat-cow, and we're going to just with soft elbows here, soft elbows, so they're not locked out, but they're soft. We're going to drop that heart center through between the shoulders. So notice how those shoulder blades come together on the back, and then I'm going to push away from my chair and I make a little dome shape at the top of my shoulders. So let's do that again. Soften the elbows, drop that heart through the shoulders, and it almost like you're pulling back on the chair to let that heart come forward. And then push away. You can even drop your chin if you like. So this is a cat and cow, but just the very top part of it. And we're really paying attention to what's going on with the shoulder blades, how they come together and separate each time. Let's do one more. Pulling back with the hands, letting heart come through, shoulder blades come together, and then push away. You can drop that chin. And then come back to a nice long neutral spine. Soften into your knees. One hand to each thigh. Push into the feet. Come back up to standing. Take a loop with those shoulders. Okay, now from standing, let's bring hands to heart center. And this time as we inhale, we're going to reach those arms up, look up. As we exhale, we're going to bring those shoulder blades together and down the back. Drop the chin, but push the heart forward. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, bring those hands back to heart. Let's try it again. Inhale. Pay attention to those shoulder blades. Remember how we just moved them on the chair. Hands come back to heart. We'll do 2 more. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see that shape. So there's a little bit of a crescent in the upper back. And bring the hands back down to heart center. Release them alongside the body. And pause and notice here. Probably some sensation in the shoulders and the upper back, perhaps even the head and neck. Okay, so we're going to work with our warrior 1. And if you like, you can work facing the back of the chair. We are going to use this strap or towel again, so keep that handy. But we're going to step towards the chair and we'll step back. Let's step back with let me see how I'm going to say this. I'm going to step back with my left foot, the right knee is forward. Okay, so here's a warrior 1. Here's my strap. So if I feel safer with my hands on the chair, I can just do one hand on the chair and move the other one. You don't need this. But if you're feeling pretty solid today with the balance, grab your towel or strap, take that same grip, which was down, palms down, and keep that tension side to side. As we inhale, we're going to lift the arms up. Think about lifting ribs out of the hips. Exhale, bring it back down. We'll do one more like that. And then we're going to lift it up, keep the arms up. So lift up the arms, stay here. My front knee has not moved. Okay, so we've got this really nice warrior 1 happening. Let me face you here. Okay, shoulders down from the ears. Now let's take an inhale, and as we exhale, let's lean to the side of that bent knee. Lean to the right here. And let's come back up. Soften into the elbows, float the arms down, and step forward to your chair. Take a loop with those shoulders. Notice how everything feels. And then we're going to do the other side. So in this case, I'm stepping back with my right foot. I'm bending the left knee. You can do this facing the chair. I'm just going to do it so that you can see me a little bit better. My knee is over my ankle. My hips are pretty much straight ahead. I grab that strap if that's what I'm using today. Let the shoulders come down from the ears. Let's inhale, reach the arms up, lift ribs out of hips. And exhale, bring it back down. Keep that tension, maintain that tension. Now the next time we're going to take the arms up and leave them up. Warrior one. Ribs out of the hips, shoulders down from the ears. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, let's lean over towards that to the left side. So push down into that back foot. Feel that really big stretch in the right side of the body. Breathe into that space in the rib cage, between the ribs and the hips even. And come back to center, float the arms down, soften the elbows, soften that towel, and step forward to your chair. Take a breath. Notice how things feel. Okay, let's do it again. This time, let's put the strap down though. We're not going to use it. We will, we'll have our right foot forward, left foot back. Find your warrior one. Again, you can keep that chair in front of you if that feels right. But whatever you do, you can bring one or both hands to heart center, palms stacked. So we're going to do that same motion. We're going to inhale, open into that soft W with the arms. Lift the heart, lift the chin. Notice what's going on with those shoulder blades. And then exhale. Realign, bring everything back to center, bringing in kindness and compassion, strength and courage. Let's do it again. Now I'm going to just turn to the side so that you can see that crescent shape in my upper back. Now let's open and stay in that pose. Shoulder blades are together. Heart is lifted. Bring hands back to heart. Bring the palms together this time, thumbs to heart. And then step forward towards your chair. And release those hands. Take a breath, take a moment. And we'll go the other direction. So this time we have the left foot forward, right foot back. We find our warrior one, that front knee is bent so that the knee is over the ankle. And we stack the palms at heart center. When you're ready, we inhale, open wide, lift chin, lift heart. Exhale, bring it back. Bring it in. Kindness and compassion. Strength and courage. Next time that we open the arms, we stay there in that open, lifted warrior one. Let the fingers, the wrists, the arms be soft. Heart is reaching forward and up. Shoulder blades together and down the back. And then bring palms together at heart center. Let the thumbs touch the sternum. Step forward. And release the hands. And just take a moment here. Notice how things feel. Okay. Let's do a little balancing. In this case, I'm going to use the wall for support. And that's probably the better way for you to do it today. So we're gonna start with our hands stacked here, palms stacked here, which is real different than when we have our palms together. You might just notice that first. So I'm close to the wall. So if I'm going to fall, the wall has me. I'm going to stack my palms and bring them to heart center. I'll shift my weight into the left leg, bend right knee, and then open it out to the side. Now at this point, I can keep my toes on my ankle. Again, if I'm going to fall, boom, I'm right there. And then I can use my core to lift me back up off the wall. I can slide my foot up to my shin as well. So get to this place, wherever this place is, and see if you can find ease. Just take your time. And if you found like, yeah, I'm pretty balanced, then your next choice might be to open those arms wide to that soft W. And if you're pretty comfortable here, the next choice, and this one is challenging, is going to be to lift that gaze. As soon as we move the eyes, things get kind of exciting. So if you're going to fall, again, there's the wall right there. Lifting the gaze, moving the gaze is very challenging in balance poses. So work within your capabilities today. Nobody falls. And then we're going to bring those palms back together, stacking one hand on top of the other. Bring the gaze back to neutral. Let the knee come forward, step out, wiggle, jiggle, do your little dance. And we'll do the other side. Palms stack at heart. Weight shifts to right leg, bend left knee, and take it out to the side. Find where you belong. Find where your support is. That's really important, right? We don't want to be without support. And then take it to your tree for today. And this side might be different than last side. That's fine. That's normal. If you can find ease here, you might decide to open those arms. You might decide to lift heart, lift gaze. You have to keep breathing though, whatever you decide. Now we'll return the gaze to neutral, bring the hands back to the heart, release the knee forward, step out of the pose. Do your wiggle, do your jiggle. And we're going to make our way back to our chair. So I made my way back to the chair. My feet are on the blocks. I'm going to slide back so that my legs are supported by the seat of the chair, and my back is pretty close to the back of the chair. Let's turn the palms up and let's sit a little taller, letting the shoulders drop down. Soften or close the eyes and return your attention to the breath. And then take a moment to scan the body and check in again. How do things feel now after our yoga practice? If your eyes are closed, I invite you to open them again. And we're going to stack those palms at the heart one last time. We'll inhale, open, lift the heart. And as we exhale, let's bring in kindness and compassion. Install that there. Take another breath right here. And then inhale, open. Exhale, bring in strength and courage. Let that become a part of you as well. And then inhale one last time. Heart lifts, chin lifts, and this time we bring the palms together. Right at heart center, let the thumbs rest on your sternum, and thank yourself for taking time today to practice yoga. As always, thank you for allowing me to guide you. It's my hope that the fruits of this practice give us the kindness, the compassion, the strength, and the courage that we need to go out and change the world. Stay well, my friends. I hope to see you soon.